Hey, welcome to Vitev. My name's Gabe. We wanted to take a couple of minutes and just say hello, tell you who we are as a company, give you some background on how we got here, how did we get started, what have we done along the way, those types of things. It's easy to throw bullet points up or maybe a quick paragraph that talks about the company's values or the mission or whatever, that kind of stuff. But we really want to just tell you a story, give you some context, give you a little bit more appreciation for what we've gone through, and hopefully do a better job of communicating who we are as a company. And for us, it began in 2010. We started back before there was any sort of naturally created alkaline water or even a market for that here in the States and in the larger West. We were just a group of people who were frustrated. We loved the water. We liked what it did for people. We enjoyed the benefits that we could provide through the water, but we did not like how it was being marketed. And so we knew we had to get out. Developing our own product line gave us a way to do that. It was a way for us to help people in a way that we really wanted to help them. We could be more direct, we could be more honest, we could be truer to the science, we could be much, much more affordable. And we had just greater control over the entire process, so we could deviate as we wanted to, we could improve things, we could tweak stuff. We didn't have to rely on somebody else to determine what they wanted to do first and then follow suit. We can make those choices for ourselves. But we were a bit naive because when you create your own products, it sort of forces you to learn things that you didn't really anticipate needing to learn on the front end of that. For us, it began with the manufacturing process. Our first phase 1 product, called the AlkaStream, ensured that we had to deal with manufacturing problems. It was made in China. And so we had to figure that stuff out. When we get the manufacturers lined up here in the United States that we use now, we found that while they were great with quality and they'd had decades of experience, they could make all the components and do everything that we wanted them to do, they really didn't know what we wanted them to do. They didn't understand the alkalinity aspect. They didn't understand the science behind it. They had no clue how to create the properties that we wanted or the characteristics of the water that we wanted. So we had to figure that out. It took us probably 2 years to nail down our mineral mix, to get it to a point where we knew it would work all the time. And it was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of failure. In many cases, we felt like just America's test kitchen. Try this, try this, try this, do this combination, mix these proportions, until we locked that thing up. And once we figured it out and were confident in it, sort of created our intellectual property, we realized we could scale it. It could go in all sorts of different sizes. It could work with almost any type of filtration system. And that opened up a whole new broad range of things that we could do. But again, which filtration systems do we use? What toxins are we trying to get rid of? How do you get rid of those toxins? We had to figure all of that stuff out. And it's a lot more work than it sounds like right now, me telling you this on camera. So we initially just set out to provide a better alkaline water. That's what we wanted, just a better product for people. In the end though, what we had to figure out was really we had to become a lot more fluent in nearly every aspect of water. All right, so where are we headed? We think the best way to answer that question is to look at where we've been. Just like everybody's journey, you kind of know where you're headed by the places that you've been before. And for us, we found 5 things that we think have a major role in who we are now, but will also have a big bearing on our future. The first of those is just the market itself. When you look at the market today versus 2010 when we started, it's enormous. The number of products, the number of competing companies and the brands and the messaging and all that kind of stuff has just grown immensely. And so in a sense, it's bad because there's so much competition, but at the same time, the competition is a result of a lot more awareness and people understanding the water is good for them. They want to obtain it. They want to find easy ways to incorporate it into their life. And so you can take the bad with the good, right? Or the good with the bad, whichever way you're looking at it. It's sort of rewarding at the same time to know that we were pioneers in this industry. It feels good to start something new and see others follow along behind you. And we want to continue to do that moving forward. So expect more innovation, more things that we're going to try here as we move forward. Number 2, we really know water. We kind of went back and looked at all the things that we've had to learn along the way and realized that, my goodness, we didn't set out to do this necessarily. I mean, we wanted to just grab a system off the shelf, slap a private label on it and sell it. We saw the need in the market and thought that'd be the easiest way to do it. The problem was there wasn't any products. And so we had to develop all that stuff on our own. And so where we thought Vitev would be now is not where it is. We're much more reliant on knowledge, education, expertise, like kind of a technical understanding than we are on marketing and sales. So we really do know water in a sense that, at least in a way that we never thought we would before. Number three, it's been a very humbling process. Anytime you have major contracts, and in fact, entire countries of distribution fall through because the products you created didn't work, that mineral mix you spent so much time on failed, that's frustrating. And it kind of keeps you in perspective that you don't know everything, right? There's always something around the corner that can kind of throw you for a loop. So we want to continue to learn, we want to continue to improve, and we want to continue to maintain the perspective that we probably know less about the water now than we did when we started, even when you look at how much we've learned since we started, if that makes sense. And we found people who've been in the water industry for 20 plus years with multiple PhDs say the same thing. They know less now than when they started. So what we're going to do is just take the knowledge that we have now, apply it the best way we can, and if we find better stuff in the future, well, we can fix that as well. Number four, as you can probably tell, we're not flashy. The rah-rah stuff does not do it for us. We like simple, easy, effective, affordable things that just help people have a better life. That's what we're about, and that's what we want to continue to produce as well. So nothing flashy, nothing complicated, easy, simple to use stuff, with a very direct message as well, a very direct answer to questions, and just kind of transparency in what we do know and what we don't know. And then lastly, we've known this for a long time, but it's really become apparent in the last year to year and a half or so. The quality of water in our homes, our schools, our businesses, whatever, is not what we think it is. Flint is not a unique situation. There are hundreds and thousands of places like that. And it really doesn't matter if it's, necessarily direct fraud or, flat out lying or faking water tests or whatever, or whether it's just kind of an ineptness on the job or not enough money to handle the infrastructure problems for pipes that are 80 and 100 years old. It doesn't matter what the cause is. The result all leads to the same place, and that we as individuals have to take responsibility for the water we drink. And so that puts the onus on us to figure out how do we fix it in our homes, in our schools, in our businesses, for our families. And that takes some education, some research, some asking questions, some looking for the right solutions. And that's where we see Vitev moving forward. The market obviously is growing in both the filtration realm and the alkaline realm, and we can handle both of those. And so we want to be a help for people. If you haven't checked out our website and looked at the Learning Center or some other videos or just poked around at the products, please do. If you find things that you're interested in or you have questions about, call us, email, chat with us online. It doesn't matter. We're here to help. And that's, I guess, the essential point that we wanted to make in this video, that we're here to help. If you don't know where to go, if you have questions, let us know. We hope this video has helped you understand who we are as a company. And we thank you, if you're still watching, that you made it through as well. We look forward to talking with you soon. We hope you have a great day.